Pedro Pascal has a knack for playing characters that suffer a certain fate that will fare him well for Joel in The Last of Us Season 2. If you know, you know. For everyone else, you might want to look away. If you've played The Last of Us Part 2, you already know that Joel's fate is one of the most shocking moments in gaming history. Early on in the game, Abby, played in the TV show by Caitlin Dever, beats Joel to death with a golf club, setting the stage for the rest of the story. When the brutal and unexpected death of Pedro Pascal's version of the beloved character happens, it will undoubtedly rock the fanbase to its core, perhaps more so in a live-action setting. We can see it now. Viewers rushing to their keyboards in droves, questioning if what they saw is really the end. Will YouTube be awash with reaction videos? Will show viewership plummet from grief? Who knows? However, given Pascal's immense popularity and the way the show has already deviated from the game in key areas, could the series handle Joel's screen time differently? It's highly unlikely that the show will outright change Joel's fate, but there's a real chance his presence will be extended beyond the shocking event. Showrunners Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann have already hinted that the second season will be dense with expanded content, including deleted material from the game. That leaves plenty of room to keep Pascal around longer than expected, even if Joel's fate is inevitable. One way the show can maintain Joel's presence is by delaying his death within the season. While The Last of Us Part 2 kills him off in the first act of the game, HBO could easily extend his time on screen by adding new scenes. This can be done by elaborating on Joel's life in Jackson for the 5 years before the gut-wrenching moment. It means viewers could spend more time with Joel, making his eventual demise hit even harder. But even if the show chooses to stick to the game's timeline for shock value, HBO has the perfect opportunity to build out the game's flashback scenes further. Interestingly, Naughty Dog did have more Joel-related scenes that were ultimately cut. For example, one of the most talked about cut stories was Joel's love life. Yup, grumpy Joel Miller found someone. Esther was a long-standing idea for Neil Druckmann, but he has stated that he just couldn't get her story to fit in with enough time to let gamers care. This could all change with a TV series. Even though The Last of Us has remained largely faithful to the game, the show has already proven it's willing to make adjustments when necessary. Season 1 made several key changes, such as expanding Bill and Frank's story to give Bill the life many felt he deserved, as well as altering certain gameplay-heavy sequences to better fit the television format. A similar approach could be taken in Season 2 to preserve Joel's impact without fundamentally changing the core narrative. Whether the timing of Joel's fate plays out exactly as it did in the game or is slightly restructured, one thing is certain: his death will break the internet all over again. But with Pedro Pascal's immense popularity, perhaps we'll see more Joel scenes than we expect. Thanks for watching ScreenRant. See you soon.